Our problem, folks. Some technical difficulties here. Few little kinks here in the Joe Dome. We're still working out. Once again, I'm gonna give a little shout out to Coach Godsey for the Joe Dome nickname. So thank you to him for that wonderful nugget of goodness here. If you're just getting to us here, we're like I said, had some technical difficulties, but currently we are halfway through the first set. Reed Spring, right now, their only fighter has been BWP, fighting as Byleth. He is currently 2-0 now on a 6-stock run. We saw Mewtwo, we saw King K. Rool, and now we're going to see Kingly Dino playing as Incineroar here in this third match in the first set. So, fighters are getting ready to take the stage here. I'm going to flip over the view, get you a good look there at home at BWP. Got to work on that lighting a little bit. You got to really get more of the face there, but you can see the hair. That's the most important feature. And the fighting action there on the left side of your screen. Okay. Kingly Dino, I believe a newer fighter for Aurora, not one that was a name that came up a lot for us last year. So I don't know if he's either a new player or maybe changed names a little bit. Definitely looking to shake up maybe a little bit of their luck and get them on the good side of the board here. Currently fighters on the right side of the stage. Incineroar, a wrestling Pokemon, I believe. I'm not necessarily up on all my fighters and what have you. Maybe I need to have Coach Godsey, special guest, commentate with me. He can give me some of the Pokemon background. And there's a second stock taken by Braden. Slight technical difficulties on my end there. He still got the screen on. Nope, I said that and then his screen went off for a second. So, once again, the ghost of Eric Davis haunting the Joe Dome currently. But here we go. We're Byleth's now taking him to 108 damage. This is newer territory for him in this match, as it seems like maybe Incineroar's found a few weaknesses, a few chinks in the armor, if you will. And as I said, that match is over. He throws another stock. That's a nine stock run right now that he is on. And I tell you what, if you want success, BWP will take you to the bank. And speaking of going to the bank, we have two wonderful bank sponsors. We got Southern Bank right there near us, and then Table Rock Community Bank, another proud supporter of Reed Spring Wolves eSports, among other eSports and Reed Spring activities. So we are currently now at the end of the third match in the first set. Reed Spring is currently in the driver's seat right now. Early in this first set, we are up 3-0, and we're going to see a really good fighter here from Aurora. I am terrible in pronunciation of player gamer tags. Mupu. Need to get a pronunciation guide on this, maybe. But he is definitely someone who's been a player for them, and I would probably venture to say probably a captain of the team. This preseason and off-season, he was fairly active. He was really, really active last year and won high praise and accolades from coaches around the area. So looking for him to kind of be their anchor in this set, I imagine, and try to hopefully get on the good side of the board. So we will be right back, and we'll start match 4 here in just a few seconds.
This guy was the guy that got 5th in our section.
I think so.
That's the guy that beat the game before.
Yeah. He's pretty good. You got all 3 stocks still, don't you?
Yeah.
Sweet Mary, dude. Huh?
I only beat him because he has
Win's a win. And we're back. Here we go. So we have Mupo as Banjo and Kazooie. Last year, he was a good fighter. Really did a good job of using the character with Banjo and Kazooie, knowing a good mix up with the aerial attacks. and knowing how to keep fighters kind of off balance, not allowing them to get into kind of their patterns and their habits that they want, and kind of controlled a lot of the maps in a lot of matches last year. So he's definitely a definitely advanced fighter, and one that has a lot of experience not only with his character, but also knows how to work through kind of working in different situations with a lead, without a lead. Is definitely, like I said, a leader in their program. So both fighters taking in damage early, and even though Byla's up to a 93% damage, he does get the first stock, which is always a good way to start with the advantage there. Look for Banjo there to continue to try to keep him off balance, using those aerials, and then trying to get those big power wing attacks. That's one that gave us fits last year. We saw several Banjo players last year. Actually, it was a kind of popular character. I think mainly because of its unconventional approach. I feel like it was an unconventional approach. Good recovery there. Gets back on the stage. Both fighters are working towards the middle. There's that little grenade thing. Bio's able to block it and stays out of trouble. More of those eggs or whatever they are. Bio gets him off stage, likes to use that arrow, and uses the long stick poker to keep Banjo off the ledge and takes the second stop. Working on the right side of the screen there. There's that one. Is that the Wonder Wing? I think they call it Wonder Wing. Something like that. Definitely a good move. Really hard to defend that and deal with the projectiles or the aerials, whatever they call them, that Banjo likes to throw. Byla's sitting at 120%. Looks like he might get a stock taken if things don't go his way. Banjo really using all those explosives. Once you can see working from the stage, working from the platform, trying to keep Bio guessing a little bit, not allow him to get into his comfort zone. A little charged up air there. And some more aerials. Kind of just people throwing things at each other. Not really a lot extra going on there. Bio's up to 144 damage. Banjo sitting at 93, so both are in the red. Bio's in the darker shade of red here as he maintains his stocks. Oh, got into a good. I got too close there, and Banjo takes a critical shot and brings down a stock. So that's the first stock taken by Aurora in this match. So I'm sure for them that feels like a little bit of a victory. Not the big victory you want, but definitely good to get a stock taken and feel like you have a little something to build off of. Both fighters work on the left side of the platform. Once again, we're just throwing grenades and shooting arrows here. Not a lot of close contact. Good block there by Byleth, although he takes a hit after that, but definitely put himself in a good position. There's an arrow shot. Keeping Banjo off the ledge. Good recovery there, but then immediately knocks him right back off. There's that Wonder Wing shield thing that Banjo has. It's definitely a difficult move to stop. And there's the third stock, folks. So that will, if you will, shut the door on this one. Okay, speaking of doors, if you're looking for some garage door work, we've got Precision Garage Door as a proud sponsor of Reed Spring eSports and programs. So if you need any garage door needs, might I consider using Precision Garage Door? So that will be the end of our first set, and we'll be back shortly to start set number 2. All right, welcome back, folks. We are getting ready to start set 2. Here we are. Right now, each team is determining, kind of setting who their starting fighter will be, starting player will be, and then we get into the banning stage. So you have so many stages. In the first game, there's only what 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 5 stages to choose from. So then each team goes through a series of bans, and the last one that's left is the first stage. After that, following games, matches, fights, however you call it, there's more options. So there's more things that could be left on the table or not selected. So getting ready to start this first battle, we'll be leading with Dubious, who is fighting as a meat brawler, and he's going against Kingly Dino, fighting as Sephiroth. So different, couple of different characters fighting in the start of this match. Then we've seen, okay, Kingly, huh? Yeah, that's gonna do that.
For how long?
Usually not very long. I've determined it's the ghost of Eric Davis, our former tech director person. Did you hit a button?
What?
Did you hit like a switch or a cord with your feet?
No.
Turn it back on. It looked like it turned off. Having a little technical difficulties here in the Joe Dome. Working out some kinks here with some stray cables here. So we'll be right back. Okay, we're back. Like I said, a little technical difficulties there. Ghost of Eric Davis coming in. He's undoing some cords or what? But anyway, they can see Dubious playing in his match. Little mop top there, hiding the eyes a little bit. Don't you know what his next move is? Here we are, early in the set. Trying to get my screen set. There we go for you. All right, so we got the Me Fighter, and we've got Sephiroth, Me Brawler, excuse me, taking the first stock of this match. Once again, with the 4v4 format by MOSEF, really does put a lot of pressure on fast starts. Doesn't give you as much leeway within your rosters or be able to maybe be able to play a longer game, try to draw things out. You got to really get on top of things early and try to get as many stocks ahead in front as you can and kind of play with some leverage there. Both fighters, 84-85% damage. Sephiroth with a couple of really good moves there. Me Brawler counters. Both people blocking and throwing shields. Oh, Sephiroth there with a strike. That long sword of his. There's the counter, though, as the Me Brawler is able to block it and counter back, and that's the second stock. So a good place where you want to be right now if you're dubious with a 3-1 stock lead. And still getting some damage before he finally gives up his first stock. Has Sephiroth at 43%. So working in that range, getting close to a dangerous range for him. Nice job by Sephiroth to get that first stock taken. To be able to gain a little bit of leverage there. But dubious with the final close and takes the last stock. And is going to give the Reed Spring eSports the first match of the second set. And with that, we'll be right back so we get ready to start the next set. All right, and welcome back. We've got Dubious and the Me Brawler now going against Dark and his fighter is Pac-Man. So what you notice there, if you're scoring at home and just joined us, as you saw Dubious take one jump off the ledge. That is because in his first set, he gave up one stock, and so he starts the next set with 2 stocks. And we'll get to reset it here. So he will start this fight with a at a disadvantage, 3-2, and that's where they'll start from there. So the Dubious won his first set against Sephiroth, played by Kingly Dino, and now he's going against Dark, returning player from Aurora. And fight as Pac-Man. So, Pac-Man with a lot of fun tricks and gadgets. He's got the little pellets. He's got the fire hydrant. You can see right there. Dubious takes the first stock, the first physical stock of this match, and so now they're fighting at 2-2. Okay, so really kind of leveled the playing field there, which is what you want to do if you're Dubious. Okay, so. Fighting continues right now. You can see Pac-Man about 67%. He just had a good move there against the Me Brawler, and they're battling right in that 60 and 40 range. A lot of fighting there in the middle. There's a fire hydrant getting thrown. There's a couple of good blocks by both players. There's more of those pellets. Like I said, Pac-Man with kind of a different skill set. There's that fire hydrant. I don't know. I don't know if that thing has a set timer when it shoots off, but you never know what's going to happen. That's the fun part. It's a fun part of the game. You know, what you don't know. What you don't know is what you don't know. Something like that. As we're continuing there, both still at 2 stocks. Dubious has an advantage. There we go. Find my words. Has an advantage there. Gets Pac-Man into the hundreds and then goes ahead and politely ejects him from the arena for the second stock. So now at a 2-to-1 advantage, he would definitely love to get out of this one, still with 2 stocks or at least with 1, to kind of work his way through the first half of Aurora's lineup, knowing that they're going to have some good players also on the back end. They're a solid team from start to finish. Pac-Man with that little charge attack thing, but didn't land it. Luckily enough for Dubious, he avoids Pac-Man, gets a kick, and then Pac-Man responds by a kick of his own, a little two-footer right to the chest. He's got the Mean Brawler 135. You got to think he's going to take that second stock fairly soon. Pac-Man at 112. Can't really be cautious here. Has to be take advantage of situations and maybe take a little risk to try to get that stock taken away from Dubious. Both fighters really back and forth now as we're sitting in the 130s. Pac-Man without fire hydrant. And Dubious says, get that thing out of here. Great recovery by Pac-Man, but he's not able to get back on after being on the ledge. And a big aerial attack there by Dubious, but he counters by shutting the door and throwing Dark a chair. Yeah, and both fighters, a great fight, a lot of back and forth. One of the great things there that Travis Dubious did was kind of take away the real estate that Pac-Man had to fight on the ledge there. You know, speaking of real estate, if you're looking for a house to buy, looking for some property around the Table Rock Lake area, may I suggest Ox Arcs, one of our wonderful sponsors as well, for Reed Spring High School eSports. No, we will be right back and start Fight 3 of Set 2. Okay, and we're back. We have next up. Don't forget to jump off. There we go. We've got Dubious in the Me Brawler with 1 stock. So you're gonna see him jump off twice. And JK playing as King K. Rool. So tough place to start when you're down 3 stocks to 1. Good thing for Dubious is he has found success early and taken the first two fighters in this second set. So definitely wants to try to at least take 1, if not 2, in this match, if at all possible, and set up his next player in a good position. But it's tough to do. It's tough to do when you only got 1. But he's already taken 1 early from King K. Rool, and that's a good place to be. Always when you can take 1 or 2 to set up your next guy. That's definitely where you want to be. Good fighting there in the middle. Me Brawler really staying out of kind of King K. Rool's arsenal. He's got some great aerials. He's a physical, tough fighter. He has a high damage count. He's a good heavy. One that's very popular. I think he maybe hit a wrong button. I don't know. A little accidental jump off there. So it's going to put both fighters at 1 stock. And Now, if you're dubious, you really are kind of feeling pretty good about where you're at. Maybe even somehow pulling out this third stock if at all possible. Really good recovery there by King K. Rool. That is something he is notorious for. In addition to his bag of tricks, is his ability to recover and get back on stage. Shoots the crown, shoots the cannonball there, the blunderbuss. Both do not connect, and Dubious is able to respond with a kick and get K-Rool off the set for a little bit. Oh, that boxing glove. Forgot about that boxing glove. You got to watch out for that. Like a Mike Tyson right hook. Dubious at about 65%, K-Rool at 116%. So definitely a big advantage there for Brawler. Although the hard thing about King K-Rool, he gets two good shots on you, and that could be it. Good aerial battle right there. A couple of exchanges made. Opponents were fighting in the middle of the stage. King K. Rool, there you go with that physical fighting style. Little belly flop. Oh, but misses the flop. Dubious counters with the right hook and sends him packing. Throws him a chair. Says, have a seat, young fella. So, now Dubious on a BWP style run here through Aurora's second round, and we'll be back for the fourth set. And welcome back. We're getting ready. Don't forget to jump twice. Sorry, a little coaching point there while I'm trying to get us rolling here. Welcome back. We're in the fourth fight of the second set. You see Dubious right there. You see that handsome little face of his. He's gonna jump off twice. He's gonna start down to one stock, playing against Mupo. This time fighting as Captain Falcon. He's one who has a couple of different fighters he likes to fight with, and he's very good with both of them. Like I say, he's a good player overall, and one of the better in Class 1 Section 4, which says a lot. A lot of good teams, a lot of good talent here in this part of the state in the Smash eSports. Both fighters working left to right, working the whole stage here, if you will. Good fight there. Good kick by the Me Brawler. Gets Captain Falcon off the stage. And continues to work him back to the middle of the stage. So we're in a one platform here. We're doing battle at Hollow Bastion, which this map kind of throws me off with all the movement in the background. It's kind of a different fighting stage. Looks like you're flying around. And there's the first stock taken by Dubious in this set against Mupo. And now we're 2-1. And with Me Brawler at 49%, definitely a position where he may be able to take a second one before Captain Falcon maybe puts him to bed for good in this set. Both fighters work in the middle of the stage there. A lot of jumps and kicks. Good block there Good counter. A couple of aerial sets there. Kind of in a bad spot there for Brawlers. He landed right on the stage, and then Captain Falcon was able to attack him from below the stage, or the platform. Excuse me, platform. Where we want to be technical here, but gets Captain Falcon off the stage. Captain Falcon's got some good move sets. He's got the little pew pew, little pistol or whatever that thing is that he shoots, laser beams. I don't know, but kind of a twitchy character, quick movement, can move back and forth really quick. Able, I think, to get a lot of hits. He's not as heavy and slow as some of the bigger fighters. He's given Dubious a run for his money here. Has him in the triple digits at 122 and gets him off the stage. Travis is able to get back on and work back to the middle where he seems to find some success. A good kick counter there by Captain Falcon, and we'll miscue on that, and he takes a dive, and that's going to be the first win there for Aurora in the second set, as Captain Falcon takes that very stubborn, very difficult one stock that Dubious was holding on to. So we will see Mupo and Captain Falcon start the next stage with 2 stocks, and we will find out who Reed Spring is going to throw into the arena next, and we'll be right back. Okay, who's going next?
Me.
Who's me?
Here's me. I'm just.
Okay, jump in.
All right.
Like we're ready.
Look at this. Look at this. Also, by the way, he like.
You're a hero, right?
No, I'm actually playing Pit this time. I have to practice how to practice
What?
Pit.
Hit? Okay, get your band or get your pick.
What does that have? It's June. I think he hit me. Oh, pick. Okay.
Know what you said?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
I get it. Fully irate, bro. Travis or Brayden, I want no platforms, right? Oh wait, they banned Final Destination.
You're playing as Captain Falcon?
Yeah.
You want something not
Speed watching the brain. So.
where's my
You would
phone?
either want Nashville or Kansas City. Or Travis, watch me win. No? Okay.
Hold on.
Yeah, because you have every third emoji in existence. I can tell because I have all of them. You didn't take enough stuff.
Oh, you're right. I should have taken a full 12.
Travis, come on, watch. Come on.
Okay.
Where's Silent City?
By the way, this guy actually puts buttons.
This is the one that's like good buttons or not?
Sometimes. He doesn't really play Smash attacks. Up Smash once.
He presses tap and the Falcon punch a single time.
He did down.
He did against
He does down me quite a lot. That's what he's
His
doing.
first option is probably gonna be down. That's what it is for like everyone. He needs to drop off.
His first move usually scrap. He's got to control. Bro was right. What is his first move?
How do I close this?
Not playing wood.
All right, and we're back. We've got Fano here playing against Mupo and Captain Falcon. Fano, return player for us from last year's varsity run. And he's starting with a 3-2 lead based off the previous set. Both fighters working back and forth across the stage. Fano playing as Pitt. Not one he plays with as much, I feel like. He's a lot more hero in his time, but likes to mix up a little bit, have a little fun. He's able to do that. And sitting right, going toe-to-toe here with Captain Falcon. Fighters are working back and forth. Captain Falcon gets him off the set. And he takes unfortunately takes a a stock there. Okay, so now they're at 2-2. Not a bad place to be for either fighter. Kind of leveled up, if you will. If anything, you've got Fano with a slight advantage because he has a higher percent count against Captain Falcon. Working him off the stage, using those magical arrows that he has. And keeping him off guard. He gets Captain Falcon in the air, counters with a good hit, gets him off stage. Captain Falcon able to get back on stage, and both fighters kind of working back and forth. There's a little hit punch combo by Captain Falcon. Doesn't do a high percentage of damage, but definitely chips away at that percent, which he wants to do. Great move there by Fano, catching Captain Falcon in the air, then captures him on top of that platform and takes that second stock. So you have Captain Falcon here with one stock left going against Fano, who now also has one stock left, and a little back and forth, a little heated action here in this fight with Fano and with Mupo going back and forth. Captain Falcon keeping Pitt off the edge a little bit. Both fighters get back to the middle. A lot of jumping around like House of Pain. There's a block and a counter. Both fighters at 59%. Good contact there made by Captain Falcon. Good block in the middle. Counters with that rapid punch. That one laid a lot more damage, I felt like, than the last one. But a good response there from Fano, getting back on set and getting a hit on Captain Falcon. Both fighters kind of in dangerous position percent-wise. Fano in a really tough spot at 129% damage. Working a great recovery on the ledge, trying to not get ejected off the edge of that platform. Now he counters with a couple of those magical arrows and connects to Captain Falcon. Captain Falcon jumping around, moving back from left to right. Both fighters looking to land a shot. There we go. Good hit there by Fano. Falls up with an arrow, but Captain Falcon gets back on stage. Another big hit there by Captain Falcon. Fano is finding the damage range for Pitt right here at 150. With Captain Falcon sitting at 86. Oh, and that was a leg sweep, a devastating kick, and takes that third stock and gives Aurora a nice little position here in this second set as they've taken their second fighter. We'll be right back, and we'll continue set 2 of this fight. All right, welcome back. We are working towards the next fight here, game 6, I believe. So you will see Mupo and Captain Falcon with one stock. So at the start of this fight, you'll see him jump off twice, and he's going against Opa, whose fight is Donkey Kong. Opa's new player to the roster here. Young, promising kid, has really good success early in the year. Stock count definitely something that he wants to keep contending with. He's got a high stock count for us early in this season, okay, including his preseason match. So we're going to get started here. We're going to be on small battlefield. You're going to see right there Captain Falcon take the first of his 2 stocks he needs to take to start at 1, which is where he ended the previous fight. His little blinking is going to go away, and now we are starting. Both fighters going. Right there in the middle, a lot of dodging, a lot of bobbing and weaving. Not a lot of hits being made just yet. And now we're starting to get some action. Donkey Kong getting some good hits early. Playing to the left of the stage is a big physical character. A lot of grabs and throws. You're going to see that maneuver quite a bit. That seems to be one of Oppa's big moves, is going to that catch and grab and spike. You're going to see it right there. Oh, but no. Captain Falcon says not yet. Like cliffhanger, just hanging on there by the edge. But he's up to 102 in that damage range. That's a dangerous place to be for him. It's gonna be difficult, obviously, coming down from 3 stocks to 1, but you always wanna have a shot. Captain Falcon gets off the ledge. Oh, goes right into the grab by Donkey Kong. Another spike, but still not enough to finish him off. Now Donkey Kong's on the ledge, trying to work back on. Is able to get back on, and a nice punch there. Both fighters now working back to the middle. And there's a big kick by DK. And he's going to send him packing. You know, that kick right there looked like something that you could probably learn and develop if you went to Championship Martial Arts. One of our sponsors here, okay, for Reed Spring eSports. So that's going to be the end of our match here against Aurora. That's gonna be it. So Reed Spring, taking both set 1 and 2. Another great game there. Can't say enough about Aurora and that team. They're a good young team with some good leaders. Okay, tomorrow, special news, special event. Reed Spring will play their next match against Plato. Okay, we will be off the following Monday for spring break, so we're going to go ahead and play our next match tomorrow against Plato, and then you will not see us for 2 weeks. So, thank you once again for tuning in, turning on to